Danny Flexon here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by Skye Nicolson. Skye, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm really well, thank you. Bit jet lagged, but yeah.
Tell us about the last fight. Obviously a lot on the line, but you came through. You must be delighted.
Yeah, really happy to get the win, obviously. Unfortunate circumstances that followed the fight. But yeah, I was happy with my performance, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction.
The unfortunate circumstances that you refer to, of course, your opponent, her husband, I believe, as well as her trainer, sadly passed away on the night of the fight. How aware of you of what was going on when you were still in the arena?
Yeah, absolutely no idea. It happened in the last 20 seconds of the last round. Both of us had no idea. We hugged at the end of the fight, we went to each other's corner, and obviously after that we started to realise there was a bit of commotion going on in the front row. And I think it took a couple of minutes for Sabrina to actually realise it was her husband. And yeah, just horrific, just a very tragic scene, and I guess just something you can't really expect or prepare for. Even in the moment, I didn't expect the worst, and I guess you never would, but yeah, it was horrible, not nice.
Have you had a chance to speak to her since and see how she's getting on?
Yeah, we obviously there's the language barrier, but we've exchanged a few messages on Translate. Yeah, she's going through a really hard time, obviously, but she's got really good support around her, and I hope she gets the support she needs and can get through this obviously very hard time.
We also wish her the very best, of course. But looking to slightly more positive news, of course. What's the next steps for you? That was a career best win, I think you'd have to say, in the pro game, certainly. What's next for you?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I got to show glimpses of what we've been working on over the past year and a half. It's obviously been a work in progress. I was fighting a seasoned professional. She's been boxing as a pro since I was like 8 years old or something. So no, it was a good win. I think the plan for us is to defend the interim before the end of the year against a good contender, a competitive fight. That's what I want. It's what I've been asking for. I really want to show that I am a true contender for all the marbles, basically, which we're hoping to make a fight with Amanda Serrano in the first quarter of next year. So I want to have another really good fight that's going to prepare me as best as possible for that big one next year.
We'll talk about Serrano in a few moments, but first of all, just tell us a little bit about the addition of Bradley Skeet to the team alongside Eddie Lamb.
Brad it's been such a great change. He's been such a great addition to the team. He has such a good boxing brain. He's obviously been there, done it all. So no, we get along great. Obviously, Ed and Brad know each other very well. So no, it's a very nice, tight-knit team. There's a lot of trust, respect, and obviously, yeah, just his boxing knowledge. It's definitely been a great addition to the team.
And you mentioned Serrano there, that's obviously a massive goal in the pro side of the sport. When we spoke to you a couple of years ago, you were still talking about perhaps going back amateur for the Olympics. Is that still a dream of yours?
It's not. I have put that dream to bed officially. So I did go and give it a good, I guess, chance, I guess would be the right word. I tried to kind of tell myself that I still really wanted to go and do it, but I definitely had changed my mind. I went and did a few of the amateur national and international camps, and I realised it wasn't where my passion was anymore, and I feel like I'm ready now. I have been ready since I made that decision back in July that I'm ready to focus completely on my professional career and moving forwards now.
Well, the amateur game's loss is the professional sports gain. You mentioned Amanda Serrano. There's been some tweets between yourself and Jake Paul, who promotes Amanda, of course. Interesting. Do you ever think you'd be conversing with Jake Paul?
No, definitely not. But I would really love that if we can really build this up into a big fight. I think it could be a really big fight for women's boxing. I feel like she's a trailblazer of women's boxing. She's a veteran of the sport, and I'm the young, hungry lion coming through. I want to be the new face of women's boxing, and I feel like this fight could be the changing of the baton.
How much inspiration, if any, then do you take from Chantel Cameron overturning Katie Taylor?
everyone loves an underdog. Everyone loves the underdog coming through. I think Chantel did exactly what she needed to do to be the same as what I want to do, to take the Queen's role basically. And she did it perfectly, and that's exactly what I want to do as well.
We just kind of touched on the positive aspects of social media. As a female boxer, you've had some of the negative aspects as well. There's been a lot of people commenting, not necessarily about your boxing prowess. How have you dealt with that so far?
I've definitely learned not to read everything on social media. I think for me, if your motivation and drive is to gain respect of boxing fans, you're never going to win. So I have learnt that not everyone's going to like you, not everyone's going to want to see you succeed, not everyone's going to want to see you win. People are going to be jealous, people are going to make up stories and rumours and all the rest of it. I have learnt that it's definitely part of the job. I laugh at most of it now. I definitely don't take it to heart. And I really appreciate the people that go out of their way to write nice things and be supportive. So I try to give that more attention than the few negative.
We hear a lot about, of course, the Me Too movement and activism in those areas. Do you think that's not quite extended to boxing fandom as yet?
Yeah, not yet, no. They're pretty relentless and ruthless, especially with Twitter, where you can just make as many fake profiles as you want and hide behind fake names. So,
You got a fake profile, Skye? You got a burner account?
I absolutely do not.
Do you wish you had, so you could hit back at some of these trolls?
No, it's not worth it. No way.
Great stuff. Well, really appreciate your time, and best of luck getting the Serrano fight.